Why do doctors say that aging and death truly begin in your legs after 60, not your heart or brain? In the next few minutes, you'll discover the critical connection between leg strength and longevity that most seniors completely ignore, and the 5 simple daily actions that can reverse dangerous leg muscle loss starting immediately. And I'll reveal the 160-second leg test that Harvard researchers say predicts your exact risk of dying in the next 10 years with shocking accuracy, something your doctor should be checking, but probably isn't. Nelson, a 68-year-old retired electrician from Ohio, ignored his weakening legs for 2 years, thinking it was just normal aging. After a fall that fractured his hip, he spent 4 months in rehabilitation and lost his independence completely. His doctor told him that maintaining leg strength through simple daily exercises could have prevented everything. Topic 1. Why leg muscle loss kills? Leg muscle loss after 60 directly increases your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and early death. Not because of your legs themselves, but because of what weak legs reveal about your entire body's declining function. Johns Hopkins research shows that seniors with the weakest leg muscles have 6 times higher mortality rates compared to those with strong legs, completely independent of other health factors like smoking, weight, or chronic diseases. Your legs contain approximately 50% of your total body muscle mass, and when this massive muscle reservoir begins deteriorating, it triggers a cascade of metabolic and cardiovascular problems that accelerate aging and death. Weak legs aren't just a mobility problem. They're a clear warning sign that your body's fundamental health systems are failing. The connection is so strong that leg strength is now considered one of the most reliable predictors of how long you'll live. Beatrice, 71, from Tampa, discovered through routine blood work that her weakening legs directly correlated with rising blood sugar levels and inflammation markers her doctor called early warning signs of serious problems. Within 6 weeks of starting simple leg strengthening exercises, her follow-up tests showed measurable improvements in both blood sugar control and inflammation reduction, even though she hadn't changed anything else about her diet or lifestyle. Weak legs mean your body isn't moving enough to regulate blood sugar properly, maintain healthy blood pressure, or control inflammation. 3 silent killers that progress rapidly without obvious symptoms until it's too late and major damage has occurred. When your leg muscles weaken, you naturally move less throughout the day, which means your muscles aren't contracting frequently enough to pull sugar out of your bloodstream. Your heart isn't being challenged enough to maintain cardiovascular fitness, and inflammatory chemicals build up in your system unchecked. This creates a vicious cycle where weak legs cause you to move less, which makes your legs even weaker, which causes even less movement, until you're trapped in a pattern of accelerating decline that ends in diabetes, heart disease, stroke, or early death. Test your leg strength today by timing how long you can stand up from a chair and sit back down repeatedly for 30 seconds without using your hands or arms for assistance. If you can't complete at least 10 repetitions, your mortality risk is significantly elevated and you need to take immediate action. This simple test costs nothing, requires no equipment beyond a sturdy chair, and gives you critical information about your current health status that most doctors never check during routine visits. Count each complete stand and sit as 1 repetition and have someone time you for exactly 30 seconds. Test yourself today. Your life expectancy may literally depend on what you discover, and knowing your current status is the essential first step toward protecting your health and extending your life. Topic 2. The 60-second chair stand test. Can you stand up from a chair and sit back down 10 times in 30 seconds without using your hands or pushing off the armrests? Harvard Medical School research identifies the 30-second chair stand test as one of the most accurate predictors of mortality risk, hospitalization rates, and loss of independence in seniors over 60. This simple test measures leg strength, power, balance, and functional mobility all at once. Everything you need to live independently and safely. Seniors who can complete fewer than 8 repetitions have dramatically higher risks of falling, being hospitalized, losing independence, and dying within the next 10 years compared to those who can complete 12 or more repetitions. The test is so predictive because it measures your body's actual functional capacity to perform the movements required for daily living. Getting out of bed, using the toilet, getting in and out of cars, and climbing stairs. Gerald, 73, from Dallas, could only complete 6 chair stands in 30 seconds when he first tested himself, which terrified him into taking immediate action. Within just 8 weeks of doing daily leg strengthening exercises, he reached 12 repetitions, and his doctor noted measurable improvements in his blood pressure, resting heart rate, and metabolic health markers at his next checkup. Inability to complete at least 10 chair stands in 30 seconds indicates dangerous leg weakness that dramatically increases your fall risk, hospitalization risk, and mortality risk within the next decade. This isn't speculation, it's documented medical fact backed by decades of research. Falls are the leading cause of injury death in Americans over 65, and weak legs are the primary reason falls happen and why they result in such devastating injuries like hip fractures. When you lack the leg strength to catch yourself during a stumble or to lower yourself slowly and safely, even minor trips become life-threatening emergencies. Hospitalization rates are also directly tied to leg strength because weak-legged seniors can't recover from illnesses as quickly, struggle with rehabilitation, and experience more complications during hospital stays. Time yourself doing chair stands for exactly 30 seconds today, using a sturdy chair without arms if possible. Then practice this same test 3 times every week to build the leg strength that literally protects your life and independence. If you can only do a few repetitions, don't be discouraged. Start where you are and practice daily. Even going from 5 repetitions to 8 repetitions over several weeks represents massive improvement in your functional capacity and mortality risk. Have someone time you accurately and count your repetitions honestly without cutting corners. Do this test right now before continuing. The results will tell you everything you need to know about your current risk level and whether you need to take urgent action or simply maintain what you're already doing well. Topic 3. Daily leg strengthening minimum. Your legs contain 50% of your body's total muscle mass. When they weaken, your entire metabolism, immune system function, and organ health decline rapidly in ways most people never connect to leg strength. The Mayo Clinic confirms that leg muscle serves as a massive metabolic reservoir that actively regulates blood sugar by pulling glucose out of your bloodstream during muscle contractions, produces protective anti-inflammatory proteins that fight disease throughout your body, and supports cardiovascular health by helping pump blood back to your heart against gravity. When leg muscle deteriorates, all these critical protective functions fail simultaneously, leaving you vulnerable to diabetes, heart disease, infections, and accelerated aging. Your leg muscles aren't just for walking, they're active endocrine organs producing hormones and proteins that keep your entire body healthy and functioning properly. Arlene, 69, from Portland, started doing just 10 chair squats every morning after breakfast and another 10 every evening before bed. Within 3 months, her routine blood work showed her chronic inflammation markers had dropped by 40%. And she reported dramatically improved energy levels, better sleep quality, and easier movement throughout her day, all from 20 squats daily. Every single month of leg muscle loss reduces your metabolic function, increases diabetes risk, weakens your immune system's ability to fight infections, and accelerates aging throughout your entire body at the cellular level. After age 60, you lose approximately 3 to 5% of muscle mass annually if you do nothing to stop it, which means in just 5 years, you could lose up to 25% of your leg strength, a catastrophic decline that makes independent living nearly impossible. This muscle loss also reduces your basal metabolic rate, meaning you burn fewer calories at rest, making weight gain almost inevitable and creating additional health problems. The decline compounds on itself. Weaker legs mean less movement. Less movement means more muscle loss. More muscle loss means even less movement, creating a death spiral that's extremely difficult to escape once it's advanced. Do 10 slow chair squats every single morning and 10 every evening without fail. Stand up from a sturdy chair without using your hands. Pause for 1 second while standing, then lower yourself back down slowly and controlled, and repeat. Focus on the lowering phase, taking at least 3 seconds to sit back down, as this eccentric muscle contraction provides the most strength-building benefit. If 10 repetitions feels too difficult initially, start with 5 in the morning and 5 in the evening, and add 1 repetition weekly until you reach 10. Place a sticky note on your bathroom mirror or coffee maker as a daily reminder until this becomes an automatic habit you do without thinking. Start tonight before bed. Doing 20 squats daily could literally add years to your life and decades to your independence, and it costs absolutely nothing except 3 minutes of your time. Topic 4. The walking minimum for survival. Did you know that seniors who walk fewer than 3,000 steps daily have mortality rates 3 times higher than those who walk 7,000 or more steps? Research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association and strongly supported by the CDC shows that each 1,000-step increase in daily walking reduces mortality risk by approximately 15% in seniors over 60, with benefits plateauing around 7,000 to 8,000 steps. This isn't about training for marathons or pushing yourself to exhaustion. This is about accumulating enough daily movement to keep your cardiovascular system, metabolism, and leg muscles functioning properly. Walking is the single most accessible form of exercise for seniors, requires no equipment or gym membership, and provides profound health benefits when done consistently. The difference between 2,000 steps and 6,000 steps daily is literally the difference between rapid decline and healthy longevity. Vincent, 75, from Detroit, was averaging only 2,000 steps daily, mostly just moving around his house, until his daughter bought him a simple step counter. He increased to 6,000 steps by taking 3 short 10-minute walks after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. His doctor documented improved blood pressure, better blood sugar control, and enhanced cardiovascular function within just 2 months, calling the improvement remarkable for someone your age. Walking fewer than 3,000 steps daily means your legs aren't generating the muscle contractions necessary to maintain healthy circulation, blood sugar control, and cardiovascular function. Aging accelerates dramatically when you're this sedentary. Your heart becomes deconditioned, your blood vessels lose flexibility, your muscles atrophy rapidly, and your metabolic health deteriorates at an alarming pace. Seniors who walk less than 3,000 steps daily have dramatically higher rates of diabetes, heart disease, stroke, dementia, and depression compared to those who walk even moderately more. The research is absolutely clear. There's a threshold below which your body simply cannot maintain health regardless of diet or other factors, and 3,000 steps is roughly that minimum threshold for survival. Walk for 10 minutes after each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner to easily reach 5,000 to 6,000 daily steps that protect your health and significantly extend your longevity. These post-meal walks also help control blood sugar spikes by using the glucose from your meal immediately for energy, rather than letting it flood your bloodstream and damage your organs. Set alarms on your phone for 30 minutes after each meal as a reminder until this becomes an automatic habit. Walk around your neighborhood, through your house, around your yard, or even in place while watching television if weather is poor. The location doesn't matter, only the movement matters. Start with your next meal today. 3 10-minute walks could save your life, and they fit perfectly into any schedule without requiring special time, clothing, or planning. Topic 5. Balance practice prevents death. Falls are the leading cause of injury death in seniors over 65, and 95% of hip fractures result from falls, with 40% of those seniors never returning home and dying within 1 year. The National Institute on Aging reports that 1 in 4 seniors falls annually, and those who fall once are twice as likely to fall again, creating a deadly cycle that ends independence and often life itself within months or a few years. Balance deteriorates silently and rapidly after 60 as the sensory systems in your inner ear, the proprioceptive nerves in your muscles and joints, and your brain's ability to integrate this information all decline simultaneously. By the time you notice you're unsteady, significant deterioration has already occurred, and your fall risk has increased exponentially. The tragedy is that balance can be maintained and even improved at any age with consistent daily practice. Yet, most seniors never do any balance training until after they've already fallen. Iris, 70, from Denver, started practicing standing on one foot for 30 seconds every morning and evening while brushing her teeth at the bathroom sink. 4 months later, she slipped on ice while getting her mail, but automatically corrected her balance and stayed upright. A fall that would have previously sent her to the emergency room with a broken hip or wrist. Without daily balance practice, your stabilizing muscles and neural balance pathways deteriorate rapidly, making every single step potentially deadly and dramatically increasing your fall and fracture risk every month. Your brain's balance centers operate on a use it or lose it principle. When you don't regularly challenge your balance, the neural pathways supporting it begin disconnecting and dying off within weeks. The small, stabilizing muscles in your ankles, hips, and core that make constant micro-adjustments to keep you upright also atrophy quickly without regular activation. This double deterioration, both neurological and muscular, explains why falls become so common and so devastating after 60, and why seniors who fall once typically fall repeatedly. Stand on one foot for 30 seconds twice daily, while holding a bathroom counter or sturdy chair for safety, alternating feet between morning and evening sessions. Practice consistently until you can do it without holding on. Start by lifting your foot just 1 inch off the ground if necessary, and gradually increase the height as you improve. Focus on a fixed point on the wall to help maintain stability, and don't hold your breath. If 30 seconds feels impossible, start with 10 seconds and add 5 seconds weekly. Do this while brushing your teeth or waiting for your coffee to brew, so it becomes part of your existing routine rather than a separate task to remember. Practice tonight before bed. The fall you prevent through better balance could literally be the one that saves your life. And this takes less time than checking your email. These 5 critical actions: understanding why leg strength predicts longevity, testing yourself with the 30-second chair stand, doing daily squats morning and evening, walking after every meal, and practicing balance twice daily, directly address why death truly begins in weakening legs after 60. Your legs are the foundation of your health, independence, and longevity. The medical evidence is overwhelming and undeniable. Seniors who maintain leg strength live significantly longer, healthier, and more independent lives than those who allow their legs to weaken. Every single action in this video is completely free, takes minimal time, and can reverse years of decline starting immediately today. You have complete power to strengthen your legs and extend both the length and quality of your life starting right now. How many chair stands could you do in 30 seconds? Be completely honest in the comments. Your answer helps others understand where they stand and motivates them to take action. If you know a senior who's experiencing leg weakness, struggling with balance, or afraid of falling, share this video with them immediately. This information could literally save their life by motivating them to take action before it's too late. And if you want more life-saving health information specifically for seniors, subscribe now so you never miss critical information that could add years to your life and independence.